What's up, YouTube? Kyle from Mercigo here. So I recently decided to pick up The One and Only Ivan by Catherine Applegate. When I first picked this book up, I really didn't expect to be talking about it on my channel, but after I read it, I found that it does have some strong messages about animal abuse and captivity and poaching. So today I'm going to be going over just a little review of it and talking about some of the elements like that it does have. Before I get started, however, if you're new to this channel, let me first welcome you. This is Mercigo. Here we talk all about animals and the environment and how to save the world. So how about you do the world a favor and hit that subscribe button. So what is this story about? So the story does follow Ivan, of course, but what I was not expecting was that the story is actually told from the perspective of Ivan. So Ivan does narrate the story and tells it through his perspective, and he talks to the other animals, and each animal has their own personality and their own story to tell. So I thought that was really neat. I wasn't expecting that. But Ivan is being held captive at a shopping mall, and there's a big billboard with him on it, trying to invite people to come and see him. And at the shopping mall, there are other animals as well. And one of the animals there is this elephant named Stella. And right before Stella dies, this baby elephant who's on the cover named Ruby comes to the mall and gets held captive with Stella. And Stella wants Ruby to have a better life than she did. Okay, she does not want to Stella does not want Ruby to spend most of her life in the shopping mall in a cage and being forced to perform. She wants her to have a better life and not live the life she did and eventually just die in that cage. Okay. So before Stella dies, Ivan promises Stella that he will find a way to get Ruby out of here so she can live a better life. The place Ivan wants Ruby to go to is a zoo. Now I know a lot of you who are big animal lovers are probably thinking that a zoo isn't very good either. It's still a cage, it's still a prison for animals. And they kind of hint at the book that the animals don't really consider a zoo to be that ideal either. But it's still a lot better than staying in a small cage by yourself your whole life and being forced to perform in a circus every day. So, as I said, the book does also address poaching pretty well. Ivan, the main character, was not always held in captivity. He was actually born in the wild, and he talks about how he does remember being a small gorilla and playing with his parents and his twin sister. And he does mention that he does remember the day that the humans came and killed his parents and dismembered them and then took him and his sister away in boxes. One of the parts of the book that stood out most to me that addressed animal abuse was when Ruby first came to the mall and the trainer is trying to train her to perform. And the book mentions that Ruby is being tied up for 23 hours out of the day to, quote, break her spirit. So she will be easy to train and therefore be able to perform. So overall, what do I think of the book? I think despite all the messages of animal abuse and poaching and the issue with captivity, it is a good heart-warming story that does address these issues very well, so I would really recommend it. The sequel to this book came out this past summer, so I'll probably be checking that out soon. Also, the movie adaptation came out on Disney Plus recently, so I'll probably be watching that soon and giving a review on that as well. So that being said, make sure you subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop me a like. Also, share it with a friend if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Peace.